Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner on Amur region. I have a job set up. It's not access to location, but it's trying out some logging equipment. I had two logging specific mods to try out, which aren't with us anymore. They proved to be total POS before I ever got them here. Let's get out of this. We do have the Voron Forest Extreme. I guess that's something kind of new. Um, we haven't done a lot of logging with the Ural. We did some in Wisconsin region. Um, I had one of those trucks that don't exist anymore underneath this gooseneck. So the gooseneck was just sitting here by itself. So I stuck this IX 3880 underneath it. I chose this one because it will carry the crane manipulator while still keeping the low saddle for the trailer. Um, the others won't do a low saddle in combination with the crane. I guess their frames are too short, or, or just the mods developer not didn't give you that access. So, um, right now, I'm just going to see if this thing will take long logs. I'm not going to deliver them at this moment. Let's get a wheel in there. Cargo management. Looks like no problem putting long logs in it. So I'm just gonna back it up a little bit. I said back it up a little bit. If something spills, I have the crane. Now I'm going to switch to the Ural. I actually need to deliver that too. It's kind of the first thing. It's not necessarily the first thing, but it's in the way. Unless I go all the way around, but the mud on that side is horrible. This is one of the setups in the garage where I was really debating whether it would take medium logs or you'd be stuck to short. I can check that out here. Because even if it will only take short, I can load short. Not that I need to for this job, but I might need to for another. I've seen jobs that want short logs. So far, we're not having any luck. It looks like nothing wants to go in the truck. I think you would have to manually load the truck. What about trailer? Now the trailer will do medium logs, and we can load that. Let's try a pack stack of medium logs on the loading platform. Oops, gotta come back. And in, and open, and rotate. And in some more, in some more, over, out, rotate. Try and get a different view. See, now I can see that I'm over too far. Now I'm just right. Thought it was a pack stack. There's only one log there. I'm gonna go back to cargo management. I need 3. Okay, now close. V, C, hide. Pull it in just a hair. It'll come down a little as I drop. It'll come in a little as I go down. See, come back up. I want to get my first pick really good. And maybe I can get all 3. Bottom one will probably fall out. It's the way they're stacked, the bottom one always falls out. Oops, let's drop them down and set the anchors. I forgot that no, the anchors were still set. The way it was tipping over, I thought maybe the anchors weren't set. But they are. Alright. Let's raise it up. Got all 3. Well, that'd be beautiful to get all 3 in one shot. Where's this thing going? This looks way too long. Maybe not if I get them all the way up front. Watch it say they won't pack. I'll have to make 2 trips with the short trailer. Unless the other trailer would adapt to medium or long logs. COT lock off on. Only gives me unpacked cargo. Well, that would be unpacking that and then packing everything. But what is this? Oh, the log handler? I don't know. Try unpacking and then packing. Trailer's in the wrong position, you son of a bitch. Let's restore the crane. Then pack cargo. Nope. Now try packing. Hey, we got the truck and the trailer. We got 2 loads of medium logs. All right. So we got 2 loads of medium logs ready to go. And we got, since I had to pull up in order to manually load this thing, we gotta try out, gotta go through the mud over here to get out this side of the facility, the log. I don't know what you want to call it, the log mill, the lumber mill. So we'll try running this load up to the church first. All you do is get on that road that runs along the top of the hill there in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Let's try some two-wheel drive or all-wheel drive besides diff lock. Maybe it'll make it through. I didn't realize that somehow the diff lock or the all-wheel drive had gotten turned off. Maybe I never turned it on. I don't know. Oh, I left that in the way. Yes, that's another truck that I wanted to try out for medium logs, but I ended up carrying both loads on this one. This is the Step 310, specifically made as a log hauler. And it actually runs pretty darn good. I mean, moves along. This mud doesn't... On the way over here, the deep snow and the mud didn't really bother it. Left it up on the road because it was getting kind of crowded in here. But look at this thing go. No crane, but that just means don't tip the sucker over. I'm gonna plow through the deep mud. And I haven't taken it out of automatic yet. I do want to make sure that even if I don't carry medium logs with it today, I want to make sure it will take medium logs. Got a little ambitious on clearing these two. Steering's a little slow to respond. But yeah, it'll carry medium logs. Outstanding. And I didn't have to auto load them like the truck with the crane. Really would rather not park on top of the stump. That's better. Now I can go I can't do it that way because I gotta come all the way over here. See this? To haul medium logs on that unit, you have to auto load. I don't want to auto load every time. So that means you're stuck to just pulling the trailer. You can't get that yellow rack from the Caterpillar on this truck, which is what's on the other one. It's yellow because it's borrowed from the cat. I tried bringing the cat up here with that logging frame, and it was just too difficult to handle. Got about 5 minutes in and sent it back to the garage. I had a quad steer version of the '5600, International 5600. It's a 4-axle truck anyways. Well, this, he made it a 5-axle and a quad steer. And it was just a lame duck. And I also tried pulling that gooseneck with the Western Star 49X, and it's not around anymore. Another lame duck. In the space of 100 feet along the bottom road, where it's ledge on one side, it's a drop off on one side, and it's a hill on the other. It's really skinny. That Western Star 49X, the DLC, it was not a mod, it's the DLC, tipped over 5 times in about 60 feet. Oh good, this delivers outside the walls there. Two long logs available. There's one, there's two. Close. I could drive this back down there, but don't need to right now. I gotta bring up long logs next. I've got 2 options in case the forest need a drink. Voron Forest Extreme won't load. I had this. Well, I'll show you when I get there. I just woke up a few minutes ago. Haven't had anything to eat. I'm fasting for a doctor's appointment. The bowl of cereal I would have eaten this morning, I ate it 2 o'clock in the morning so I could give them their 8 hours of fasting. But that means I didn't lay down and watch a little YouTube with my bowl of cereal and fall back to sleep for a few minutes. I get that and get that extra rest. As I started to say, I had this trailer as a tow behind on a different truck, like I say, as a dolly, and it wouldn't load. That'll take long logs. It looks like 2 stacks of short is long. Huh. Alright. 2 stacks of mediums make long. It's the first time I've seen that. It's usually 1 log the whole length of the trailer. When I loaded it with the other one, the trailer next to you, the gooseneck, it was 1 set of logs the whole length. Alright, let's take it up there and see if it counts for long logs. Not 2 sets of shorts, or mediums rather. Weird that it loaded it that way when I had long logs selected. Like I put a stack of mediums on the truck and a stack of mediums on the trailer. Maybe this trailer is made to only hold mediums. So it combines, but it didn't. When I had it on set to medium logs, it wouldn't do anything. wanted some low range to get over the hill. It's the first time I've carried logs with this 4-on Forest Extreme instead of just pulling freight. I mean, pretty much freight is freight. Some is more top heavy than the others. The pulled and low plus just fine if I can keep it off the poles. Like I say, I'm interested in seeing what it will do when I try to unload long logs. It automatically loaded as long logs. I put mediums on it. Long logs. It counted for long logs. Got the medium. Got the long. Need the metal beam. So let's pull this aside. It's moving right along because it's still in low range. Set the handbrake and shut it off. Then go back to where the Azov is parked. Kraz Chabors. I use that to help tow one of the trucks up here. I towed one with the 5319 and I towed one with the IX 3880 just to get all the vehicles up here in the most efficient way. I needed something that would haul the metal, and this thing was halfway here. where it was parked from using it the last time was already halfway here. So I drove it around to where the metal was on the ground from that trailer freaking out, right by the rolled steel production factory. This will finish out this job. I think it'll finish out this episode. Got almost 45 minutes in it to do it. And the last time I did an Amur series, every one of them was an hour and a half or almost. So I certainly don't mind doing a shorter one. Cargo management. Unload. Closer to heaven is done. Yes, I will accept that. And then I'm gonna say, well, let's see. We could pull this up here with the other trucks that completed this job. There's all three of them. Awesome. So there's all three trucks and the church. Let me get Unlucky Expedition off my screen. There we go. We did the church. Did her good. And now we have all sorts of logging equipment right next to the log station. And the Voron Forest Extreme has a low saddle on it, so it could pull either that trailer or the gooseneck. But the gooseneck, I'll tell you, the gooseneck was a bitch to get here because it wants to rock back and forth so much that as you're passing the telephone poles, the stakes to hold the logs on will catch on the telephone pole because the trailer's rocking back and forth. And then you're stuck there until you back up and pull off of it. or it slides back and forth. If there's a little bit of a hill leading to up to the telephone pole, it'll slide down the hill and catch on the pole, and then you're backing up. I bet it took an hour between the Western Star 49X and that gooseneck trailer to get it up here. That's utterly ridiculous, and that's why the gooseneck's not, or the Western Star's not around anymore. Oh, and it tipped over every 5 feet in that one section, or it wanted to drive off the road no matter what I did. So anyways, that's it for today. Now it's 47 minutes, so that's close enough to a full episode. We'll leave you with the equipment in the church. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.